Efforts to de-escalate tensions in the Middle East are underway as the United States, Iran, and regional mediators discuss the possibility of a 45-day ceasefire, according to a report by Axios. Sources familiar with the talks say mediators are working on a two-phase agreement. The first phase would involve a temporary 45-day ceasefire, during which negotiations toward a permanent end to the war would take place. The second phase would focus on reaching a final agreement to end the conflict. Meanwhile, violence continues across the region. Iran's Fars news agency reports that US and Israeli forces bombed 2 residential units in the town of Kala Mir in Baharistan County, killing at least 13 people. Baharistan, located in Tehran province, is described as a densely populated area. Local authorities say debris removal and search operations are ongoing to locate anyone who may still be trapped under the rubble. In Tehran, gas outages were reported in parts of the city following a strike on a university. Iran's state broadcaster said the attack hit the gas station at Sharif University, causing a temporary gas disruption in the surrounding Sharif neighborhood. Iran's Central Military Command has warned of stronger retaliation if civilian targets continue to be struck. In a statement carried by state broadcaster IRIB, a spokesman for the Khatam al-Anbiya Central Headquarters said that repeated attacks on civilian targets would lead to retaliatory operations that are much more devastating and widespread. Iran has also issued warnings regarding global shipping routes. Ali Akbar Veliati, a senior advisor to Iran's supreme leader, said key maritime choke points beyond the Strait of Hormuz could be at risk if the United States and Israel escalate attacks further. According to Iran's press TV, Veliati described the Bab al-Mandeb Strait as equally strategic as the Strait of Hormuz and warned that any misstep could disrupt global energy flows and international trade. His remarks followed US President Donald Trump's threat to unleash hell if Iran does not fully reopen the Strait of Hormuz by Tuesday. On the ground in Israel, an Iranian missile strike hit a 5-story residential building in the northern city of Haifa, injuring 11 people and leaving 4 missing, according to reports citing Israel's National Emergency Service. One of the injured was said to be in critical condition, while others were treated for shock. Israeli media reported that the missile warhead weighed approximately 450 kilograms. Hezbollah has also claimed a series of attacks targeting Israeli forces and positions. The group said explosive devices were deployed near the southern Lebanese town of Shamar, followed by attacks on a rescue force arriving at the scene. Hezbollah also reported launching rockets toward Israeli army positions near Ain Atta and areas east of the Qim detention center, as well as firing rockets toward the northern Israeli towns of Naharia and Mechela. The group said it targeted the Meron Air Operations Command and Control Base in northern Israel. Diplomatic engagement continues at the international level. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi and Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov held a phone call to discuss the escalating situation. China's ambassador to the United Nations said both countries stressed the need for fairness, an objective approach, and greater international support to address the crisis. Lavrov reportedly expressed concern over continued escalation and said military operations must cease immediately. Chinese officials also emphasized that achieving a ceasefire is the fundamental way to ensure stability in the Strait of Hormuz. Elsewhere in the Gulf, Kuwait's army said its air defense systems were intercepting what it described as hostile missile and drone attacks, urging residents to follow safety instructions. President Trump has set a deadline for Iran to reopen the Strait of Hormuz, warning of US strikes on Iranian power plants and bridges if demands are not met. Iranian officials responded by saying they would react in kind to any attacks on their infrastructure and condemned the remarks as incitement to war crimes. Trump also confirmed that US forces rescued a second airman after an F-15E jet was downed in Iran. Iranian media reported at least 9 people were killed in airstrikes in the area where the rescue operation occurred.